Welcome to Wild Battle, the ultimate destination for those who are fascinated by the fierce competitions, captivating duels, and the thrilling hunts of the wild. An entire pride of lions lay in wait, seeking the right moment to launch their attack. However, the mother of a young giraffe had no intention of letting any harm come to its calf from the persistent felines. It shielded its baby with its body and showed the lionesses its unwavering resolve to protect its little one by any means necessary. The European hare wanted to practice high jumps as if preparing for the Olympic Games. Doing it alone was boring, so it found a way out of the situation. It decided to involve a dangerous reptile, which clearly had different plans for the long-eared jumper. Careful, crocodile. You have danger behind your back. And literally, the hippopotamus began to pursue the predator while still in the water. But when they moved to land, the intrusive invitation to battle began to gain intense momentum. Dust show? No. It's just a rhinoceros and an elephant that can't get along. With such successes, let's hope that they at least by the evening will sort out their complicated relationship. The zebra turned out to be a truly lucky one. Fate gave it a unique chance to escape from the clutches of a dangerous predator. It darted out onto the shore, slightly bloodied, to its fellow zebras. Well, at least it was alive. The crocodile wouldn't hurt to sharpen its hunting skills. The hyenas were just about to have a satisfying meal, and they'd even washed their paws before the feast. But uninvited guests arrived at the party. Two lionesses showing their claws and scattered everyone present at the banquet. It is naive to think that elephants are gentle and docile animals. In the wild, they are ready to display their true character if someone decides to cross their path. I'm not sure what this horned ungulate did wrong, but it certainly experienced the full force of the opponent's mighty power. The crow has found an entertaining activity, teasing mice. Even though the meticulous bird clearly surpasses the mouse in size and persistence, the small rodent does not back down and calmly accepts the challenge. The cheetah was chasing after a wild pig for a long time, eager to taste it. But help arrived, and at the perfect moment, by the way. As a result, with the piglets coming together in a small group, the course of events changed completely. The snake slithered too close to the chicken and its offspring, swiftly launching an attack. However, the feathery mother was ready to defend its chicks, even at the cost of its own life. The ruffled bird found itself in the suffocating embrace of the opponent several times, but proved to be quite a formidable adversary. The swan clearly didn't like the random passerby walking in the park with its owner. The haughty bird flared its feathers and attempted several times to strike the frightened dog with its wings. Luckily, the instigator of the fight quickly calmed down when it realized that there was no threat from the four-legged creature. Apparently, one of the buffaloes turned out to be a fierce champion of justice. It bravely rushed to help its relative and repeatedly gored the lioness, tossing it into the air. The predator did not expect such a strong resistance and was forced to retreat in disgrace. An annoying goose decided to test its strength against a noble stallion. What a mistake. The horse had no intention of tolerating such disrespect, and without much hesitation, delivered a solid blow to the braggart, sending it into a spectacular knockout. The agile snake quickly snatched a tasty morsel, a frog from the water. Before satisfying its own hunger, it decided to give the frog a kind of aquatic amusement ride. And these two didn't want to engage in a fight with each other at all. The confrontational rhinoceros tried to show off with its sharp nose, but it didn't achieve anything worthwhile. It had to tuck its tail and retreat. The lioness spotted another prey and was preparing for the attack. However, it was slightly taken aback when it realized that the wildebeest was not an easy target. Swiftly seizing the initiative, the horned creature initiated a chase after its assailant, and even some friends joined in the pursuit. In Africa, predators attempted to have a hedgehog for lunch, but the mammal quickly proved with its sharp and long spines that it was inedible. So after a few minutes, the lion pride lost all interest in its prickly prey. Two young bisons engaged in a confrontation, seeking to determine who was stronger and more dominant. Their sparring could have gone on for eternity, but suddenly, one of the giants unexpectedly backed off, deciding to retreat. It seemed that it had no chance of claiming a dominant role in the herd with such an approach. Between wolves and bears, serious clashes regularly occur. Usually, these are battles not for dominance, but for survival. However, there are also isolated cases when these animals find a common language and get along well with each other. When the little rabbit kittens were left alone, a rattlesnake instantly tried to devour them. Noticing this, the mother rabbit immediately launched an attack. It pulled the predator away from the nest, repeatedly kicked and shook the reptile with all its might, not giving it a chance to escape punishment. It appears that the elephant does not agree that the royal family is spread out in front of it. On the contrary, it steps in the direction of the predators with such a pathos that it seems as if the crown has long been firmly pinned to its head. We don't abandon our own in trouble. This phrase couldn't describe better the family relationships of buffaloes in a herd. If one of them is under attack by fierce predators, the other horned comrades immediately come to their aid. The lion family couldn't even imagine that someone would have the audacity to encroach upon their territory. But such a hero was found after all. The fearless youngster began making intimidating sounds, in its opinion, and even lunged at the predators. The shocked and clearly bewildered felines tried to fend off the intruder, but it was too persistent. The beginning of the scene didn't seem to foreshadow any trouble until two bears decided to test their strength. The larger bear attempted to deliver crushing blows, like Tyson. The smaller one, on the other hand, managed to withstand the fierce onslaught of its opponent. The result? A draw. When lions gather to feast on freshly hunted meat, hungry crocodiles regularly try to join in the feast. However, the royal family is not accustomed to sharing their prey, so the lions have to fend off persistent guests, sometimes even risking their own lives. As we conclude this wild adventure, we invite you to subscribe to Wild Battle and join our community of nature enthusiasts. Share your insights and suggestions in the comments as we continue to explore the fascinating world of animal competitions, battles, and hunts.